So what's up, everybody? I believe everybody of you is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. Okay, am I audible and visible properly? If you can see me and if you can hear me, just let me know in the live chat. Okay? Yes, what's up? What's going on, man? One second. I just need to get done with these settings and all. Okay. Yeah, that's great. So, what's up, everybody? This is me, Yawar Manzoor, and I believe everybody of you is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. Okay, so welcome to JEE English Academy. If you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the subscribe button. Okay, and I just want to know in the live chat how many of you are feeling great today. And apart from that we will be talking about some of the best PYQs, previous year questions from the entire electrodynamics. Okay, let's basically talk about those previous year questions which have been asked. This is for the JEE main session. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be taking the JEE advanced previous year questions which have come up in this electrodynamics. Okay, yes, yeah, don't worry about that. I'll be taking the theory classes as well. So people, this is a piece of information about me. You can definitely read it out from the screen itself. Okay. Yes. So people, now once we are done with the lectures, okay, afterwards we send the notes in our Telegram channel. So if you people want to join that Telegram channel, this is the link over here. Understand? So you can definitely join it. That's for JEE English Unacademy, and whatever the important stuff we have, exactly, we basically send it in that Telegram channel only. So everybody of you join this Telegram session as well as soon as possible. Now I just want to tell you, apart from this YouTube, we teach on Unacademy's own platform where the country's top educators teach you. They give you the live classes every single day. If you people want to take your rank to the next level, you are supposed to join this Plus and Iconic subscription, okay? Because we have recently proved in JEE Mains as well as JEE Advance that we have produced so many next level ranks. Understand, like AIR1 was from Unacademy, 87, 18. Okay, so many double digit ranks in JEE Advanced 2021 as well. Okay, now if you people want to basically fall in that category, join this Plus and Iconic as well. Understand? Now, what are the benefits that you can exactly get in this Plus? The first one is that is live classes. Okay, tons and tons of live classes happen over there every single day by the top educators of the country. Weekly tests. Okay, once you are done with the stuff that you have studied for the entire week, afterwards you will be given the weekly tests. Okay, so these weekly tests basically check your progress, in what portion you are lagging in what portion you need to work more. So that's why these are mandatory. The courses which have been designed by the top educators, top experts who have got 20 to 30 years of experience, those will be given to you. Okay, and unlimited access. This unlimited access is one of the beautiful features. It is basically you can watch anybody's lecture any damn time if you have this Plus subscription in a particular category. Even you can create your own batch. By selecting your top favorite educators, you can create your own batch and you can learn from those educators. Now, if you take this Iconic subscription, you will be getting all the benefits you get in Plus and some of the extra benefits as well, like personal guidance, test analysis, experts guidelines, study material, study planners as well. This is the personal mentorship. Personal mentorship will be given to you. Understand? You have any sort of doubts, you need any sort of clarifications, there will be a guide who will be guiding you. Will be 24/7 with you only. Just ask him whatever you have, whatever the doubt you have, ask him. He will be guiding you throughout your exam. Okay, so test analysis, highly mandatory, experts guidelines. It's almost impossible to crack JEE Advance without the proper strategy, without the proper plan. So that's why these guidelines are highly mandatory. Okay, and next is people, for how much amount of time you can take this Plus and Iconic subscription. You can take this for 24 months, for 18 months, 12 months, 6 months, 3 months. Okay, these are the benefits that you can exactly get in this Plus subscription. And even I would say that is no cost EMI is available. Okay, if you take this, any of the plans over here on Iconic, in this Iconic or Plus, you don't have to pay any sort of interest. You can pay it on monthly basis, okay? EMI plans are available, so you don't have to pay any sort of interest. So that's what it is exactly. Now, if you want the maximum possible discount, use my code Yawar, okay? So this is my code Yawar. You can definitely use it if you want the maximum possible discount. Next thing is, these are the batches which we have recently launched on Unacademy. You people want to enroll in these batches, just grab it right now, understand, go for it right now, okay? Then you can take your rank to the next level. So this will be starting from 27 onwards, and this batch is completely in English language. If there are people who are looking for batches which are completely in English language, this is the batch which is completely for you. That is nothing but Excel batch for droppers for JEE Mains and Advance 2022. That's in English language specifically, okay? So people, now, this is what we have basically produced in JEE Advance 2021. This is the proof. You people want to fall in this category? Join us. Next is that there are people who keep asking me, is there any way we can learn free on Unacademy's platform? We don't want to pay anything. This is the only way. That is Unacademy's Mega Combat. We call it Mega Combat. India's biggest scholarship test. You can win up to 4 crore plus. And this is a scholarship test that happens on every Sundays, 11 a.m. Just go for this one. 20 questions will be asked. You are supposed to solve those in 60 minutes. And most importantly, if you get the rank from 1 to 3, complete IIT JEE subscription free. Okay? Plus subscription. You just don't have to pay anything. Just learn free from the top educators of the country inside Unacademy by paying zero amount of money. So this is the way. If you get the rank from 4 to 10, you will be getting 75% scholarship. Accordingly, you need to check it. Okay. Now, how can you enroll in this one? Link is in the description below. Just follow that link as soon as possible. And most importantly, this is my code Yawar. While you enroll in this one, just use my code Yawar. You can definitely go for this test as well. Okay. People, this is the first question that have been asked in JEE Mains 2021. Can you solve this question? If yes, I just want to know the answer in the live chat itself. Come on, drop A, B, C, D. What is the correct option? You have 1 minute, okay? Less than a minute. I'm going to give you over here, and I want you people to solve this before I do is. That's the rule and that's the protocol, okay? That's mandatory. Come on, everybody solve this. So we exactly have 2 electrons fixed at 2d distance. Understand? This is 1 electron over here. This is another electron over here, such that the distance between those 2 electrons is basically 2d. Understand? A third charge proton is placed over here. Understand? This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Understand? So proton at the midpoint is displaced slightly by distance x. So basically, this is the electron, this is electron. There is another proton which is exactly at the middle for initially, I would say. And when we displace this proton, understand, when we displace this proton, it will start executing the SHM. Understand? Now we are supposed to find what? That is the angular frequency of that SHM. Come on, if you can solve this, I just want to know in the live chat. Everybody. Okay? All of you. I just want to know in the live chat, everybody, can you solve this question or should I go for this one? Now, listen to me very carefully. If I say, for example, I have an electron exactly over here. This is an electron exactly over here. Let me just basically make it over here. So we have an electron exactly over here. We are given another electron exactly which is over here. Understand? And there is this electron, there is this proton. This was initially over here. We have displaced this slightly such that distance between this and this, they are saying that this distance is basically, this is d and this is exactly d. Understand? And this is exactly x, such that this x is much less than this d. Understand? Much less than this d. We say this is x. Come on, A, B, C, D. What is the correct option? People saying B, C, B, C. Okay, so it is, I'll just make it over here. So this is the distance x exactly. Thoda sa, I'll just make it bit bigger. Then you will say, sir, this is not the appropriate diagram. Okay, people, 1 second. So So how am I supposed to solve this? How am I supposed to solve this? This is the distance between the two, and this is the proton exactly. We have displaced this slightly such that this distance is basically x, and this is d, and this is d. We say this is electron, we say this is electron, negative q, and this is positive q. Okay, so people, they're saying that when we have displaced this will start executing the SHM. We are supposed to find what? That is nothing but angular frequency of that SHM. First of all, if any particle is performing the simple harmonic motion, how can we prove that exactly? We are supposed to prove F is equal to minus k times of x, or we are supposed to prove A is equal to minus omega square of x. Understand? So we are supposed to prove that over here. Let me basically prove that for you people only. Now, first of all, can you just tell me what is the net force acting on this proton over here? You'll say, sir, this electron is basically attracting this proton towards itself. This electron is basically attracting this proton towards itself. So can I say it's something like that? On this proton, what is the force? See, we are supposed to find acceleration or force. So for that, we are supposed to find net force over here. Say, sir, if this is the distance exactly, and this is the distance exactly, can I say in that case, this is the force acting on this proton because of this one, this negative charge, and this is the force which is acting on this one because of this negative charge. I call this, for example, as F. I call this, for example, as F. Fine, that's okay. Now, can we resolve this F in two components? You'll say, sir, this will be the first component, and along this one will be the second component. In this case, this will be the first component, along this one will be the second component. If I say this is theta, can I say this is F cos of theta? 100%. Can I say if this is F, can I say this is F cos of theta? 100%. So you will say, sir, it is very simple that this F cos theta is cancelling this F cos theta. Understand? Their horizontal components are basically cancelling each other, but there will be the vertical component which is basically adding up. This is the vertical component. So can I say this vertical component of this force is nothing but that is F sine theta. Vertical component of this force is nothing but F sine theta. So both, see, the amount of force this will apply on this one, same amount of force this will apply on this one. Why? Because distance between these two is same. So we say this is negative, this is positive, this is negative, this is positive. Understand? Everything is same. K is same. Okay? Now, in that case, we say over here, this is nothing but 2F and this is sine of theta. So we got the value of 2F sine of theta. This is the net force. Can I say this is the net force in this case? Yes, sir. This is exactly the net force. So can I say F net in this case will come out to be that is 2F sine of theta 100%. Now, what is the value of F over here? How can we find the value of this F? You'll say, sir, that is nothing but 2. What is the value of F? That is K. Q1, Q2, there is a charge. This is another charge. How to find the force between these two charges, okay? K, Q1, Q2 by R square, okay? So can I say this is Q, this is Q, okay? Forget about negative and positive sign. So this is Q, we are supposed to find magnitude of force only. So we say this is Q, this is Q. So can I say this will be exactly, that is this Q square and this will be K exactly 100% and this KQ square upon. What is the distance between these two? Say, sir, this is a D and this is X. Can I say this is over here, that is nothing but this will be D square plus this X square, this distance, and this distance will be also that is nothing but D square plus this X square, okay? This is just a 5-second question, okay? 5-second question, not more than 5 seconds. So in that case, can I just write over here, this is KQ square by R square, okay? Force between these two charges, KQ square by R square. If I just write R square over here, that will be square of this entire term. So square root will cancel. So this will be D square plus X square only. So this will be D square plus this X square only. I can simply write it like that. Okay. There is no confusion in this one. And the sine of theta. Can you tell me in this triangle, what is the value of sine of theta? Say, sir, this X upon this. Very simple. So you will say, sir, this is X upon this will be exactly root of this or D square plus this X square. Fine, this came out to be the net force. Can I just write it over here? Say, sir, this F net in this case is coming out to be how much? That is 2K Q square into this X. That is this 2K this Q square into this X upon. See, this is D square plus X square whole raised 1. This is D square plus X square whole raised 1 by 2. Or can I just say this will be D square plus this X square, and this will be exactly that is nothing but this 3 by 2. I can simply say it something like that. Okay, very simple, very basics. Okay, and afterwards it is saying that, sir, this D is much क्या दिया था, x is much less than this d. Okay, so x is much less than this d. So can I go for this over here? This will be f net. In that case will come out to be that is nothing but I can simply say that is 2k this q square. X is much. We can basically neglect this d, we can neglect this x in that case. So this will be nothing but simply that is 2k q square, and this will be exactly d cube over here, d square whole raised 3 by 2. So this will be d cube and this will be exactly x. Okay, 8th class mathematics I'm doing over here. Okay, so this came out to be the force in that case. Fine. Now if this is the force, can you just tell me what is the acceleration? See, if you are supposed to prove anybody is doing simple harmonic motion, how do you basically prove? Minus omega square of this x. Can you tell me what is the value of this acceleration over here? Say, sir, acceleration in this case is coming out to be that is nothing but this f upon this m. So what is the value of this force? You will say 2k this q square by that is md cube, and this is x. So this is coming out to be acceleration, that is nothing but 2k this q square by md cube, and this will be multiplied by this x. Understand? Can you compare this equation with this equation? 100%. A x x, and this is omega. Can I say this will be exactly equal to the omega? And why is this negative sign? Okay, negative sign is basically we are displacing this particle in the upward direction. Understand? So x is in this direction, if I say for an instance, and net force is opposite to that one. So in case of simple harmonic motion, if we displace the block towards right, understand, force is acting towards equilibrium position. Force will try to pull it back. Understand? So if we push this block from the equilibrium position, force will try to spring force. If I say, for example, in that case, it will try to basically, that force will be in the opposite direction. Okay, so in case of that springs, if you have studied, so that's what exactly I can basically. So can I say I'll put the negative sign over here? Can I say, because I can put the negative sign over here as well. Understand? Because this is f is equal to minus k times of x. Understand? So that's why basically I'm saying f is opposite to x. Understand? So same is the case over here. So can I say, if you compare this equation with this equation entirely, so I can say in that case omega square is coming out to be nothing but, see, this is x, this is x, this is a, and omega square will come out to be that is 2k q square by md cube. That is this 2k this q square by md, and this is cube exactly. So can you just tell me what is the value of this omega? You will say omega will be simply that is nothing but root of 2k this q square by this is m, this is d exactly cube. Is there any option matching with this one? Okay. We need to further solve this one. Can I just write this will be exactly, instead of this k, can I just write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught? So this will be, that is, see, this is 2 and this will be q square upon 1 by 4 pi. This is epsilon naught. This is m, this is d cube, and this will be exactly, instead of this root, I'll just write 1 by 2. So omega will come out to be that is nothing but, ye ho gaya 2 se. So this will be q square upon, and this is 2 pi, this is epsilon naught, this is m, this is d cube, and this will be exactly 1 by 2. Fine. Is there any option matching with this one? Q square 2 pi epsilon naught, q square by 2 pi epsilon naught, md cube. Option number 2. Okay. Everybody got the feel of this one? Come on in the live chat. Is there any confusion in this basic problem, simple problem? Do you guys have confusion in this one? Come on, I just want to know in the live chat, man. Okay. Now we have the next question on the screen. I'll just put up, see, this is a very simple question. Okay, it is saying that we have electron, understand? We have another electron, okay? Then there is a proton which we have displaced something like this, understand? Fine. And on that proton, it is saying that this will basically start executing the SHM, understand? When this starts basically executing the SHM, we are supposed to find its angular frequency. Okay, yes. So we are supposed to find its angular frequency. So we basically have to prove if this is performing the SHM or not. If this particle will perform the SHM, for that we have to prove A is equal to minus omega square of x or F is equal to minus K times of x. That we already proved. F is equal to minus K times of this x. Understand? Okay, so this is the equation where minus sign indicates that F is opposite to x. So same happens over here. Acceleration is minus omega square of x. So where omega square is equal to this one. So that's why we got the answer of this one. Basic question. Now we have another question which was again asked in JEE Advance 2021. Come on, I want you people to tell me what is the correct answer for this one. Then I'll move on to the next one. In the live chat, what is the value of this? A exactly. Understand? See, this is the category of problems which have been asked multiple times in JEE. Understand? Like in JEE Advance 2020 or 2018. Yeah, 2020. Question was asked on the same concept. I'll be showing you that in the next lecture. Understand? In the tomorrow's lecture, JEE Advanced PYQ session. It is saying that, for example, we are having, for example, this is one sapphire, this is another sapphire. This is a charged sapphire, okay? Kitna hai? 10 mg are suspended, okay? Tuk thread, 0.5 meter long. Thread is basically 0.5 meter long. So they are equally charged and repel each other the distance of 0.2, then charge on. So we have this sapphire exactly. We have this sapphire exactly. Fine. So in this question, it is saying that they are suspended by a thread. Understand this one, understand? So they are at equilibrium position. This is in equilibrium position. Means, see, this is the first charge, this is the another charge. They are repelling each other. Means, yahan pe they are in equilibrium position. They will not go over here. They will not come nearer to each other. Understand? So in that case, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you one single thing. That is, this distance is exactly given as 0.2 meters. Understand? Utna hi diya hai. Haan, 0.2 meters. Fine. We are supposed to find how much is the charge on each sapphire exactly. How much is the charge on the sapphire? Understand? See, it is given that is A by 21 into 10 raised power minus 8 coulombs. What is the value of this A? You got the question. You got the feel of the question. This is a sapphire. My dear people, this is another sapphire. Okay, they are at equilibrium position. Okay, hanged. Okay, so we are supposed to find how much is this charge, how much is this charge. Understand? So they are at 2 meter distance exactly apart from each other. So listen to me very carefully. If we try to analyze, if you have the question something like this, you try to analyze one of its sapphires. Understand? Dono equal diya na. So just try to focus on this one. You tell me one thing. What are the? This is in equilibrium. Whenever you see this equilibrium word means balance the forces. We say in this case, the force acting in the downward direction, we say that is nothing but mg. Okay, fine. And this charge and this charge, they are having charge on each other. So this will repel this one. Understand? This will repel this one. So can I say on this charge, on this sapphire, the force will be something like this, that is in the outward direction, okay, away from this one. This is the electrostatic force, 100%. Now people, I just want to tell you one single thing, that if this is a thread, so there will be tension, okay? When there is string, we say there is tension, okay? You have studied from the laws of motion, okay? Tension force, electromagnetic in nature. So we say this is the tension. And if we resolve this tension in two components, if I say this is theta, so I can simply say this is nothing but T cos of theta in that case, okay? And this will be along, this one will be, that is nothing but T sine of theta in that case, okay? T sine of theta in that case. Fine. So this system is in equilibrium. Balance the forces. So can I say in that case this T sine of theta will be nothing but that is F electrostatic. Okay. What is electrostatic force over here? That is K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Okay. So can I say that is K and this will be Q square. Both are same, identical, these solid spheres. Okay. So that is K Q square. And by this will be exactly R square. Can I say it's something like that? If this is the distance between these two is basically R. And can I say this T cos theta will be exactly mg? Upward force is equal to downward force. So T cos of theta will be exactly equal to this mg. Done. We are done with the question. Okay. Done with the question. So divide this with this one. So we can say T sine theta by T cos theta. We can say that is nothing but, sir, that is tan of theta in that case. So I can simply say this will be nothing but that is K Q square upon this will be x square. This is mg. What we are supposed to find, that is this Q. Find the value of this Q. Okay. So this is given as that is 0.5. Okay. Ye hai 0.5. Ye hai 0.1. From this one, you can find the tan of theta. 0.1 upon 0.5. That will be 1 by 5 approximately. Just put it over here. So can I say this will come out to be that is nothing but this Q square will be nothing but this will be x square. This is mg. And this will be exactly tan of theta. Tan theta will be approximately 1 by 5. Just put that over here. Understand? And this will be x square mg. This is tan of theta upon this. Yahan se ye kya ho jayega? Hame nikal, this will be exactly k in that case. Understand? Ye nikalna hai na. So isko idhar, ye idhar. So this came out to be the value of this Q. Understand? Just put the values. Value of this X. Understand? X is what? X is, अरे ये X लिया है कि R लिया? चलो X लेते हैं. X is the distance between these two. Understand? Value of this X कितना है between the two charges? Understand? Q square, how much is the charge exactly that we are supposed to find? K, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Mass of this one, that is given. G, you know, 10 meter per second square. Tan theta, approximately 1 by 5. Just when you put the values, A will approximately come out to be 10. Put the values by yourself. So we say basically 10. Moving on to the next question. Everybody, come on, solve this question as soon as possible. Come on, solve this question. Everybody, tell me, what is the correct answer for this question? If you can solve this, come on, I just want to know in the live chat. Okay? Okay, people? Can you just solve this question? Can you just solve this question, ladies and gentlemen? We have so many questions, tons and tons of questions today, but my UPS is still down. I'm very afraid of it. So this is, we have an electric dipole exactly, okay? Tuk, 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 tuk. Okay, let me just tell you what is the correct option exactly. People saying B, A. Now see, we exactly have an infinite long charged wire, okay? वही दिया है क्या? हाँ. Linear charge density, line charge, okay? Exactly something like this. So we say this is the question something like this. ये हो गया हमारे पास question, okay? This is infinitely long charged wire of charge, linear charge density is exactly I given as, oh, that is this much, okay? Fine. Okay, everybody? Yes. So what we are supposed to find in this case, we have an electric dipole that's placed near it. Understand? So this is basically the positive charge and this is basically the negative charge. Understand? This is the positive charge and negative charge placed on the x-axis. This is on the z-axis, this is on the x-axis. Understand? So this is what? This is the positive charge, this is plus q, I would say. This is the negative charge exactly. And it is saying that this positive charge will be 10 meters there, yeah? 10 mm, yeah, 10 mm. This is at 10 mm. And this is exactly at given, that is nothing but 12 mm. Understand? ये है 10 mm and this is exactly 12 mm. People, everybody listening to me, come on, can you just solve this? Then do it as soon as possible. I want all of you to basically solve this as soon as possible. Understand? Now, what we are supposed to find in this case is that is nothing but how much is this charge, how much is this charge. Understand? Fine. Now, how we can exactly find this charge? First of all, you just tell me. See, in this case, it is given that total of 4 Newton force exerted on the dipole. On this dipole, if I talk about, okay? So how much force is exerted? Basically, that is nothing but 4 Newton dipole. Understand? 4 Newton is basically the force that is exerting on this dipole. We are supposed to find how much is this charge, how much is this charge. Can you tell me what is the net force on this one? You will say, sir, net force on this one will be, see, because of this line charge exactly, because of this is a charge wire rod, okay, infinitely long over here, okay? So we say because of this one, on this charge, the force will be something like this. This is positive charge, so it will repel it, go away, okay? So on this charge, the force will be something like this, and we say that is nothing but it will be towards this line charge. So can I say net force in that case will come out to be, ladies and gentlemen, that will be something like this. We say F net will come out to be, that is nothing but F1 minus this F2 in that case. If I say this is F1, I call this F1, this is nothing but F2. Understand? This, you'll say, sir, why F1 minus F2? Because this F1 will be more. Distance is less from this to this. This is at more distance. This is at zyada distance. The force will be in this case less. So, can you tell me how much is this force? Very simple. That is nothing but, that is Q times of this E. Arre K, Q, lambda mat likho bhai. This is nothing but, that is Q times of this, I call this as E1 minus Q times of this E2. Why am I writing E1 and E2? But at this point, because of this one, electric field will be different. This is at this distance. ठीक है ना ये? This is at D2 distance. I call this as D1. This is D1. And I call this as, for example, D2. At D2 distance, electric field will be different. How much will be electric field? 2K lambda by D. Understand? At this point, we say this is an infinitely long charge wire. Because of this wire, at this point, we have studied its derivation in our live lectures of electrostatics, that is 2K lambda by D. Because of this line charge at this point, it is 2K lambda by D. Can I just write this will be exactly Q times of, it will be 2K lambda by, this will be D1, okay? 2K lambda by D1, okay? This is 2K lambda by D1 minus, this will be Q 2K lambda by exactly D2, because this charge, another charge, negative charge is that wahan pe, gar pe, okay? Gar pe. Everybody, listen to me very carefully. So, can I just say, take this common, this will be 2, 1 second. So I can simply say this is 2Q, this is K, this is lambda, and this will be 1 by, this is D1 minus 1 by, this is D2 in that case. Can I just say it like that? Very simple, very basics, okay? Now go for this one. This force is exactly given. I want you people to basically put up this one in this case, put up this values and get the answer exactly. Understand? So everybody follow this. Come on. Hey, why are you asking about the love sir again and again? Love sir will come. Don't worry about that, man. Huh? Again and again, you're asking me the same question. Why do you have to basically talk about the love sir again and again? Come on. Okay. So now put up the values and get the answer in this case. So can I just say this will be F is equal to, that is nothing but 2Q, this is K, this is lambda, and this will be exactly, that is D2 minus this is D1 upon D1, and this is a D2 when you basically go for the cross multiply LCM, whatever you say, okay? Now you are supposed to find what? You are supposed to find this Q charge, okay? Just take this over there. If we just further simplify this, so can I say this will be F? Can I say this will be exactly, chalo idhar likhta hu. चलो इधर ही लिखता हूं. So can I say this will be exactly, that is F, and this is D1 and this is D2 in that case will be exactly equal to, simply that is nothing but कितना है ये? This will be 2Q, this is K and this is lambda, and this will be D2 minus, so this is D1 exactly. अब हमें ये चाहिए ना, so we are supposed to find this Q, so we can simply say this is F into this is D2 minus, sorry, D1 D2. So this will be exactly D1, this is D2 over here upon, अब नीचे क्या जाएगा, that is, this is 2K lambda D2 minus D1, okay? Put up the values in this case and you will get the answer. Answer will be exactly this one, okay? See, you are supposed to find this Q. You know this force that is given as 4 newtons. D2, D1 is exactly given. This is D2, this is D1 exactly, okay? And this is 2, K you know, and lambda you know, given over here, and D2 minus D1 once again. Just put up the values and answer should be basically this one. So I want you people to solve this at your own. Understand? Calculation part for you people only. Let's move on to the next one. JEE Mains 2021. This question was asked in JEE Mains 2021. For this, I'll have to basically show you the diagram, okay? I'll have to make the diagram exactly over here. One second. It will be exactly something like this. So yeah, it will be, 1 second. It will be exactly something like this. Understand? So यहाँ पे हमें charge दिया है minus Q 2Q Q. This is minus Q and this is 2Q and this is exactly Q. ये कुछ ऐसे दिया है और क्या दिया था, 1 second. This is Q0 2Q. यहाँ पे दिया है plus Q. This is 0 and this is 2Q exactly. और क्या है 2Q Q minus Q and this is 2Q and this is Q and this is minus Q. 2Q minus Q. Okay. You are supposed to tell me what is the net magnetic field, what is the magnitude of the electric field at point O shown in the figure. Each side is having the length L. This length is basically given as L. Come on. Can you solve this question? Very simple, very basic. ये हो गया हमारे पास L. इस वाले point पे at the center exactly we are supposed to find the electric field. Okay. I basically take the lectures on electromagnetic induction. That's why instead of this electric field, magnetic field is coming out of my mouth. Okay. Magnetic field. Okay. Fine. Now see, This is the distance L. Understand? Because of this charge at this point, because of this charge at this point, we are supposed to find at this point exactly. ठीक है ना? You getting me what I'm trying to say? At this point, we are supposed to find the charge. Yes, magnet, electric field. Okay. Say, sir, because of this charge, electric field will be at this point. Because of this charge, electric field will be at this point. Because of this, because of this, because of all the 6 charges at this point, electric field will be there. Hey, we have studied. This is a charge. Okay. At this point, it has the electric field. This is KQ by R square. Understand? At this point, this is R. This is KQ by this R square. Understand? So same is the case that we're going to be basically applying over here. You just tell me one thing. Listen to me very carefully. Say, sir, because of this one, this will, at this point, electric field will be towards the negative charge. So, ये यहाँ पे ऐसे हो जाएगा. इसकी वजह से it will be something like this. They will cancel each other. See, distance is exactly same. Distance is exactly same. So, electric field vector will basically cancel each other. So, we say at this point, because of this one and this one, it will be 0. ठीक है? Everybody understanding this one? Oh, down हो गया वो पूरा. अब देखो, how am I supposed to basically solve this one? You will say, sir, because of this one, at this point, this will be the electric field 2q charge. यहाँ पे मैं बोलूंगा this is nothing but 2e. अब बोलोगे sir क्यों 2e? Why 2e, sir? Listen to me very carefully. I'll show it over here. Listen. So we say electric field, for example, because of this q charge at this point, this length is basically L. You will say E is equal to K Q by L square. Okay, KQ by L square. KQ by R square, I'm saying this is L square. अब ये 2 है. This is 2. So can I say because of 2Q at this point, E will be nothing but that is 2KQ by, because 2Q by this is L square. तो मैं इसको बोल सकता KQ by L square is nothing but E. So twice KQ by L square is nothing but 2E. तो मैं इसको बोलूंगा यहाँ से 2E. So ये यहाँ पे this is basically creating the electric field at this point, that is nothing but E. So this is 2E, this is 2E. So because of this one at this point, this will be nothing but 2E. Because of this one at this point, this is nothing but E. Just 5-second question. I'll just solve this in 5 seconds. Okay. So this is 2E, this is E. Now because of this charge at this point, how much this will be? अब ये वाला distance, how much is this distance exactly? इससे बनाता हूं. This is nothing but root 2L ना. This distance is basically root 2L. Because if this is L, we say this is root 2L. अब electric field, because of this one at this point, you will say, sir, that is KQ, if this is charge Q, by root 2L square, root 2L whole square. So that will be 2L square. Understand? 2L square. Understand? So can I say KQ by L square is how much? That is Q. So can I say this E dash will come out to be E by 2. So because of this one at this point, this will be E by 2. And ladies and gentlemen, because of this charge at this point, this will be nothing but that is 2E. This is root 2L and this is 2Q. So it will be, sorry, it will be E only. It will be E only. If you calculate this, will come out to be E. ठीक है? अब इसका final next diagram. Okay? Can I say that will be, अब देखो, this is 2E, this is E. I'll just make this one. This is basically 2E and in the upward direction, this is nothing but E. ठीक है? So this is 2E, this is E. So can I say this will be nothing but that is 2E and this is nothing but I can simply say this is E. This is 2E, this is 2. This is 2E, this is E. अब क्या बचा? This is E by 2, this is E. So I can say this is nothing but E by 2 and this is nothing but this is E. Simple as that, people. Okay. So in this case, so can I say finally it will come out to be this is 2E, this is E. Can I say in the downward direction this is nothing but E? Ab this is 2E, this is E. Can I say in this direction this is nothing but E? अरे क्या कर रहा हूं मैं? ठीक है, 2E है, E है, 2E minus E, that is E in the downward direction. So in this case, this is E by 2. Can I say this will be along this one, that is nothing but E by 2. So afterwards, what will be the next diagram? This is how we solve these tricky questions. A lot of people feel that this is the difficult question, but actually not. If you know the approach, you can solve it just in seconds. Okay. So can I say in that case, if this is E, this is E. So resultant of this will be exactly root 2E. Hey, E1 square plus E2 square plus twice E1, E2 cos of something 90 in that case. Okay. So can I say that will come out to be eventually resultant of this one and this one will be exactly, that is nothing but this will be exactly root 2 and this is E, and in this direction this is nothing but E by 2 exactly. So can you tell me what is the net? Afterwards I'll say E net will come out to be, that is nothing but how much? We'll say root 2E minus E by 2, because root 2E is more. Okay, root 2E minus E by 2. We'll say root 2E minus E by 2. अब एक काम करो, take this E common, you will say root 2 minus 1 by 2. अब E का वैल्यू क्या था? KQ by L square. KQ by L square. Just put it over here. So KQ by this L square, and this will be root 2 minus 1 by 2 exactly. This will come out to be, that is KQ square by this L square. इसको multiply करो 2 root 2 minus 1 exactly. This will be 2L square. आ रहा है क्या ऐसा ही? No. We need to basically simplify it more. So can I say instead of this K, we can put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This will be Q square by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, this is 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is 2L square, and this is a root 2 minus 1. अब आ रहा है क्या? Q square by ये 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, Q square by ये 2 root 2. Option B is the correct option. Okay. Everybody got it, man? Option 2 is the correct option. Okay. Everybody. Okay, my inverter basically started. It's 9:46. Guys, I'll have to end the stream for now because there is no electricity right now in my house, and there are so many questions left. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 questions are still left. Okay, so most probably I'll take this class only at, what is the time? 9:47. If the electricity comes, agar light aa gaya, I'll take this by 10 o'clock. Okay, so till then, because inverter started shouting. Okay, tune. Okay, I'll be taking this class by 10 o'clock exactly, most probably. Okay, just hold on for few seconds, I would say. Okay. So people, now we have the next question on screen. Come on, before that, I just want to know if you can hear me and if you can see me. Okay. One second, there is some issue with this. Okay, so people, now we have this question on the screen that was asked in JEE Mains 2021 exactly. Okay, this was in July attempt. Can you solve this question? Understand? So this is the question from magnetism exactly. Understand? I want you to basically go for this as soon as possible. Okay, fine. Ye ho gaya, ye exactly. Okay, electron. No, this is the question from capacitors exactly. Okay, not magnetism. I want all of you to basically solve this question as soon as possible. If you can tell me, and if you can, I just want to know, is this lagging? I hope this is working perfectly fine. One second, man, there is some issue with this. Yo, now it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay. So people, now let me basically solve this question. Let me make you understand what it exactly says. So we have exactly, this is a polar plate capacitor, something like that. This is one plate of the capacitor over here, and this is another plate of the capacitor over here. Understand? There are two plates, polar plate capacitor exactly. So we have, this is the positive charge on this plate. This is the positive charge on the plate. Understand? This is a polar plate. Okay, something like this. and this is the negative charge on the plate. Understand? So I hope everybody can hear me and everybody can basically feel this question over here. Okay, now an electron, understand, an electron basically enters this one. Okay, this is the electron that I'm showing you over here, that enters this one at an angle of, I would say, how much it is creating the angle of alpha with the x-axis. Understand? With an velocity, I would say, for example, u. Understand? And this electron, this is, for example, the path of this electron, something like this, and this is the, when electron leaves with, we say, velocity v at an angle of beta with this one. We are supposed to find the ratio of their kinetic energies. Understand? What is the initial kinetic energy and what is the final kinetic energy? These are the 4 options that are given. Can you just tell me the answer in the live chat itself? What is the correct answer in this case and how we can exactly solve this one? We're supposed to find in terms of these. Now, if we just talk about, let me just solve this for you. If we just talk about this electron, can you just tell me over here what is the force acting on this electron? See, you will say, sir, this is the positive charge, this is the negative charge. Okay, we say this is from, we say in this case electric field will be from this to this. Understand? Positive charge towards negative charge. Understand? Now, if I say over here from the positive plate towards the negative plate, if I say over here this is the electron, so on this electron, we say it will experience the force, because whenever we place a charge in an electric field, it experiences the force. This will experience the force that was opposite to the direction of electric field. We have studied this. This is the electric field. Understand? If we place a positive charge, this will experience the force along the direction of electric field. The negative charge opposite to the direction of electric field. Some sort of basically that external electric field is attracting this negative charge. So we say over here, the force will be, for example, in this y direction, that is something like this on this electron. This will be attracted towards this one. That's why the path of this will be basically, it will be basically shifted towards this one. Fine. Now, can you just tell me in this case, if this is u, can I say this will be exactly u? This is cos of alpha. Can I say this will be exactly, that is nothing but v? This is cos of beta. As people, in this case, we say force is only in y direction, no force in x direction. So can I say force in x direction is 0? We say acceleration in x direction is 0. Okay, force is only in y direction. Okay, and we say velocity in x direction, vx, is nothing but that is constant. Yeah, as there is no force, we say velocity remains constant. If velocity remains constant, can I say initial velocity in x direction? Don't talk about this velocity. Understand? Don't talk about this y component. X velocity. So we say that is u cos of this alpha will be exactly equal to, that is nothing but this v, this is cos of this beta exactly in that case. I hope there is no confusion in this one. Okay. Now, can I say in that case, this will be u by this v will come out to be, that is nothing but this is cos of this beta by this is cos of this alpha in that case. 100%. So we got this one. Now, can you tell me what is the, if I just ask you what is the kinetic energy initially, you'll say, sir, that is K1. If I say, for example, that is K1, how much that will be? Say, sir, 1 by 2 mv square. What is the velocity initially at this point of time? You'll say, sir, that is nothing but u square. What is the final velocity? I say, it's, for example, that is K2. Okay, when the particle is leaving, when the particle is exactly, when this charged particle is exactly leaving. So that is nothing but 1 by 2 mv square. Can I say it's something like that? Now, can you just tell me K1 by K2? We are supposed to find the ratio exactly. Okay? Shit, man. This will come out to be 1 by 2 mu square upon 1 by 2 mv square exactly. So this will cancel each other. Can I say this will be exactly u by v? So what is u by v? That is cos square of beta by cos square of alpha. So can I just put it over here? That is cos square of this alpha, cos square of this beta by cos square of this alpha is K1 by K2 is equal to this. So what is the correct answer in that case? Cos square of alpha by cos square of beta by cos square of alpha. Option B is the correct option. Okay. Okay. Everybody got the feel of this question? Okay, let's move on to the next question that we have over here. This is the next question. Now, can you solve this question over here, which is exactly on this one? This is from the magnetism. This was asked in JEE Mains 2021 exactly, okay? This was asked in JEE Mains 2021 exactly. Okay. Okay. Now, can you solve this question? Very simple, not that difficult. A, B, C, D. What is the correct option? Everybody, I just want to know in the live chat itself. What is the correct option in this case? What is the correct option in this case? Okay. Now see, at an angle to the magnetic meridian, the apparent dip is 45 degrees. What is the true dip? Understand? Come on, everybody follow this. And I just want to know the answer in the live chat itself. Okay. I just want to know the answer in the live chat itself. Okay. All of you, come on, follow this one, man. See. Let's see. Now see, first of all, you should know what is this magnetic meridian and what is this angle of dip that we exactly say. See, if I talk about, for example, this is the earth over here, okay? This is the earth. And this earth has the rotational axis as well as the magnetic axis, okay? We say this earth is rotating basically something like this. This is its rotational axis, or we say this is what we call the geographical axis, okay? That is something like this. And there will be another axis, that is what we call the magnetic axis. What is that magnetic axis? This I have told you in the magnetism, okay? So it'll be something like this. Understand? This is what we call the magnetic axis. Understand? You can call it the magnetic axis. This is what we call what? That is magnetic north pole. This is what we call the magnetic south pole. This is what we call the actual north pole or geographical north pole. This is what we call the geographical south pole. Okay. Now listen to me very carefully. There is a difference between these two, that is of how much? That is 11.5 degrees. 11.5 degrees exactly. Okay. Okay. That is exactly, I wish I knew the answer. So that is exactly 11.5 degrees. Understand this distance. See, I have told you in the magnetism, if we place a bar magnet over here, understand? The bar magnet of that external bar magnet I'm talking about, okay? That bar magnet will be aligned on this axis only. Understand? On this magnetic axis only. You getting me what I'm trying to say? That will not be aligned along this rotational axis. That will be aligned on this one. That will be basically some sort of, if we, for example, place the bar magnet something like this, it will get aligned something like this. Understand? On this magnetic axis only. So we say this earth has a kind of imaginary bar magnet inside this, okay? It does not actually have the bar magnet inside this, okay? So we just basically say it because in order to get the feel of this concept. Understand? We say this is having, earth has magnetism because of the materials which are magnetic in nature present inside this earth. Understand? So we say over here, this has what? This has some sort of bar magnet. This earth has some sort of bar magnet placed inside this one. Understand? You getting me what I'm trying to say? So we say if we place a magnet, an external magnet, external bar magnet over here, compass needle over here, that will be aligned along this direction only. Now forget about that story that I have told you in the magnetism. Point over here is, what is this magnetic meridian? Magnetic meridian is basically that plane which contains this magnetic axis. If this is the earth, okay, this is the earth, okay. Now if I say, for example, I'll cut over here the plane, understand this, I'll cut this earth. So can I say this is the plane over here? Now if this plane contains, this plane will be something like this. I call, if I, for example, make it something like this, that plane which contains this magnetic axis, if that plane will be somewhere around there where magnetic axis lies, we say that is nothing but this is what we call the magnetic meridian. Fine. Now, if there is another plane which contains this geographical axis, that is what we call the geographical meridian. Understand? This is the difference between the two. So I'll just make that over here in 3D exactly. Okay. I'll just make that in 3D exactly. And what is this angle of dip? Let me just tell you this angle of dip as well. So this is basically the magnetic axis, okay? This is not the geographical axis I'm talking about. This is the magnetic axis. So we say along this magnetic axis, we say magnetic field of this earth basically lies, for an instance you say, okay? Now this magnetic field, if I say this B, it will have its horizontal component, it will have its vertical component exactly. This is BH. And this is exactly, that is nothing but BV. The angle between this magnetic field and this its horizontal component, this is what we call the theta, and this is what we call the true dip. Understand? And this BH will have two components. First one will be something like this. This is what we call the BH. If I say, for example, this is alpha, this will be cos of alpha. Now, angle between this BH cos of alpha and this, I'll just try to make it over here. This will be this B, and this is BH cos of alpha. The horizontal component of this one, understand, BH of BH, that is BH cos of alpha. This angle we call as, that is nothing but theta dash. This is what we call the apparent dip. This is what we call the apparent dip. So over here, this apparent dip theta dash is given as 45 degrees. This is the basic information that everybody of you should be familiar with. Okay, if you are trying to solve the magnetic questions from the magnetism, understand this. And this alpha is exactly given over here, that is 30 degrees. Okay, angle between this and this, I hope you got the clear feel of this. Understand, this is the magnetic field. It's horizontal component, vertical component. Angle between its magnetic field, this magnetic Earth's magnetic field, and this its horizontal component is angle of dip, that's true dip. Okay, and angle between this BH cos alpha and this B, this BH cos alpha and this B is what we call apparent dip. And angle between this and this, that is given over here, that is nothing but this alpha, that is 30 degrees, at an angle of 30 degrees. Now I'll show you in terms of the magnetic meridian also. So if I just say, for example, it will be something like this. Abhi to it will be, for example, something like this. Okay, so in this case we say this is the magnetic field, this is the magnetic field. Can I say if this is B and this will be its horizontal component? If this is B, so we say this is BH, and this will be exactly its vertical component, this is BV, and this is what we call the theta. Okay, this theta is true dip. And over here, this is in terms of planes I'm showing. Okay, if there is a plane which is cutting this, which contains the magnetic axis, so we say, and this is what, this is nothing but that is BH cos of alpha, if this is alpha over here. And angle between this BH cos of alpha and this B will be theta dash, that is apparent dip. Okay, so this is BH cos of alpha, and this is this B, exactly this is what we call the theta dash apparent dip. Fine. I hope everybody is clear with this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what we are supposed to find, what is the true dip? These are, this angle is given, apparent dip is given, BH cos of alpha. ठीक है? अच्छा ये हाँ, this is B, this is B exactly. Understand? We are supposed to find that. Listen to me very carefully. How to find this true dip? How to find angle of dip? We have studied. See. How to find this angle, this theta? If this is BH, this is BV. If this is BH, this is BV. Parallel shift of factors. Take this factor, place it over here. Then in this triangle, find tan of theta. So can I say that? So this tan of this theta will come out to be, ladies and gentlemen, it will be something like this. A tan of theta kidhar gaya bhai log? That is nothing but this will be BV by BH. So this will be nothing but this is BV by this BH. I can simply say. ठीक है ना? सबको पता, everybody knows this basics. And what is this tan of theta dash? Tan of this theta dash. You'll say, sir, in that case, this will be exactly, if I say, ye yahan se hai BV. This is BV. See, this is B cos of alpha. This is B and this is BV. Understand? So can I say, ye be 90 way? This is exactly in 3D. Understand? They are in 90. So we can definitely say in that case over here. So this will be tan of this theta dash. Tan of theta dash will be exactly, that is, this is BV by BH cos of alpha. Tan of theta dash will be BV by BH cos of alpha. BV by BH cos of alpha. Now, can I say this tan of this theta dash will be nothing but, see, this is BV by this is BH. This is tan of apparent dip. This is tan of true dip. This is nothing but 1 by cos of alpha. So BV by BH, that is nothing but tan of theta. So we can say this is tan of this theta dash will come out to be, because of this will be exactly, that is nothing but tan of theta 1 upon this is this cos of alpha. I can simply say it like that. Everybody. What's up, Sambhav? Everything fine? So we can say in that case, so this will be tan of this theta dash will come out to be tan of theta by this cos of alpha. We are supposed to find theta, that is true dip. Angle between this and this, that is true dip. Very simple now. So take it over there. So we are supposed to find this one. So we'll say, so tan of theta in that case will be simply nothing but this is tan of this theta dash and this is cos of this alpha. So tan theta dash we are given. Kidhar hai theta dash? Yeah, na? That is 45. Okay, that is 45 apparent dip. And this is this alpha, this angle between this and this, that is 30 degrees. So we say this is nothing but tan of 45 degrees cos of 30 degrees. So we can simply say this is 1 and this is root 3 by 2, I guess. Okay, so we are getting that tan of theta is equal to root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. Can I say theta will be exactly tan inverse of root 3 by 2? This is true dip. Tan inverse of root 3 by 2. Everybody got this one, man? Got it? I hope you got the feel of this one. Okay? Okay, that's great. Next question we have on the screen. This was asked in JEE Mains 2021 on the same concept. Okay? Is there a relation between this true dip and this apparent dip exactly? Huh? See, this is the magnetic meridian if we say. Okay? So can I just say over here that this is what? This is B and this is BH and this is simply that is nothing but BV. And this is what? That is BH cos of alpha. If I say this is alpha. Okay, and this is what we call theta. So we have studied from this equation over here that is nothing but tan of theta is equal to tan of theta dash is equal to tan of theta by cos of alpha. So can I say same thing over here? That is nothing but this is tan of this theta dash is equal to tan of this theta by this cos of alpha exactly. Understand? So is there a relation between apparent dip and this true dip? True dip is not mathematically related to apparent dip. Wrong. They are related to each other. This is the equation that we recently proved over there. Okay. Okay. True dip is less than this apparent dip. Okay. True dip is always greater than this apparent dip. True dip is always equal to this apparent dip. Yeah. This is exactly correct in that case. Okay. We are talking about this one and we are talking about that one. Understand? That is obviously greater than this one. Keep that thing in your mind. Okay. This value of this cos alpha, this alpha will be, cos alpha will be exactly less than -1 exactly every single time in this case. So we say this will exactly increase in that case. Tan theta will be greater than tan theta dash will be greater than tan of theta. So in that case, theta will be greater than this. Theta dash will be greater than this one. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, this is another one from the magnetism. Can you solve this one? This is the question which is another one from magnetism. If you can solve this one, come on, I just need to know in the live chat. Okay, so people, come on, go for this. So we have two ions. This was asked in JEE Mains 2021 July shift. Okay, two ions having same mass have charges in the ratio of this. They are projected in uniform magnetic field, something like this. Listen to me very carefully. We have a magnetic field, for example, something like this. This is the magnetic field. Okay, this is the magnetic field, inward magnetic field. Okay, this is the inward magnetic field. Understand? So this is B. We represent magnetic field by B. Magnetic field is going inwards in this case, inside this board. Okay, now there is this charge exactly which we are basically placing over here. Okay, there are two charges which are going inside this one. So there are basically going two charges. This is a magnetic field inside. There are two charges which are going inside this magnetic field. Understand? And it is saying that the charge of both the two, ratio of the charges, that is Q1 by this Q2 is given by how much? That is, you'll say 1 is to 2, so why I say 1 by 2. And the ratio of their speeds, that is V1 by V2 is given as, that is 2 by 3 exactly in that case. Okay, fine. This is a magnetic field. Two charges are entering in this magnetic field. Understand? What is the ratio of their charges? You'll say 1 by 2. Okay, Q1 is 1, Q2 is this 2. Ratio of their speeds is V1 by V2, that is nothing but 2 by 3. Understand? This is the scenario over here. So what exactly they are asking us, that is the ratio of their radii. Understand? What is the ratio of their radii? Listen to me very carefully. We have studied this in magnetism, that if there is a magnetic field, understand, and if there is a charge, understand, there is a charge which is moving, which enters, if the charge enters the magnetic field perpendicularly, that is perpendicular to this magnetic field, understand, if for example this charge is over here which enters this magnetic field perpendicularly, for example this is the velocity, magnetic field is inverse, charge is this one, understand, in that case we say this charged particle will basically move in a circle. We have studied all the three cases. I have told you all the three cases previously. The first case was in the case, for example, in which magnetic field and charge was moving in the same direction. Charge will move in a straight line, understand? Second case was this one. Third case was basically something like this. Yeah, this is the magnetic field. This is the magnetic field, okay? Inward magnetic field, inward magnetic field. And there is this charge which is entering, for example, this is the charge which is entering at some angle, understand? V, this is the direction. So this V will have two components. This is V, if I say V sine theta, and this is what? This is another V, this is V perpendicular, and this is V parallel, if I say, understand? Fine. So in that case, because of this one, the particle, the charged particle move basically in a circular path in this one. And because of this velocity, it will move in a forward direction, a straight line. So we say, ladies and gentlemen, in that case, what happens? It will follow this helical path exactly. Okay. If only there was this velocity was not present, only this perpendicular velocity is present, then this will move in this path exactly. Understand? I hope you get it. I hope you have, I have told you this in very detail previously. I hope you remember everything. Okay. Fine. So we say over here, what happens if this charge enters this one? This is perpendicular. Charge enters perpendicularly in this one. So you will say, sir, in this case, this is basically the, this will be the, kya bolte hain isko? This will be the circular loop. Sorry, this will be, this charge will move in a circular path over here. If this charge moves in a circular path, this circular path will have exactly the radius. I call that radius r. How do we find that radius? It is very simple, sir. See, listen to me very carefully. If I say this is a charged particle which is moving in this circle, understand? Can you tell me what is the force acting on this charged particle? See, by palm rule, I have told you this by palm rule. How do we find the direction of magnetic force? If there is a charge which enters this magnetic field, understand? If this charge enters this magnetic field, so by the help magnetic force, it will experience the magnetic force, understand? If I, for example, place my fingers along the direction of this magnetic field, understand, and place my thumb along the direction of what? This velocity of the charge, palm is pointing towards right, palm is facing towards right. So we say in that case, this will be the force on this charged particle, that is Fm. Okay, at this point. Now, if the charge, for example, reaches over here at this point, so this is the charge. Okay, now this is the velocity of the charge, I would say V. Now, place your thumb along the direction of velocity, place your fingers along the direction of magnetic field, palm is pointing downwards, so force will act downwards. At this point, this will be the force. At this point, this will be the force. So force is always towards the center. So force is always towards the center. So we say in this case, magnetic force will be exactly equal to what? Centripetal force. Because particle is moving in a circle. Whenever any particle is moving in circle, we say centripetal force will act on that one. So over here, that centripetal force is because of this magnetic force only, understand? So we say that is equal to this Fc, understand? This is towards the center, Fc is towards the center. So we say Fm is equal to Fc. So can I say in that case simply, that is nothing but that is Q, this is V and this is B will be exactly equal to, that is nothing but mv square by this r, because Fc is mv square by r. So this and this will eventually cancel. If I'm supposed to define this, R will come out to be, that is mv by this is qb. Now, this is the radius that we exactly got. So in the question, it is saying that if we have launched the two charged particles which enters the magnetic field, so what will be the ratio of their radius? Now see, radius depends upon, that is, forget about the mass constant, forget about this magnetic field. Ratio basically depends upon the velocity and this charge, understand? So can I say, if I'm supposed to find R1 by R2, what is exactly given? That is Q1 by Q2, V1 by V2. Can I simply say R is directly proportional to this V? So I can simply say that is nothing but 2 by 3. This is 2 by 3. V1 by V2. अरे ऐसे करो ना. Simply that is nothing but V1 by this V2 multiplied by, I can simply say that is Q2 by this Q1 if I'm taking it over there, understand? So this will be nothing but 2 by this 3 multiplied by kitna hai? 1 by 2. This will be 1 by, yeah, 1 by 2. So agar main upar jaun, so this will be 2 by 1 exactly. So this will be 4 by 3. What is the correct option? Okay, this is exactly the correct option in that case. Fine. I hope you got it, man. Come on. So people, now we have the next question on the screen itself, okay? I want you people to basically solve this one from your end. Okay, everybody. And like this session, everybody, as soon as possible, that's mandatory. Okay. How many questions more do I have? 1, 3. Okay, 3 more questions and we are done with the session. Okay. So figure AB showing basically 2 straight wires. Listen to me very carefully, okay? In this question, what we are given is that we have 2 wires, okay? I'm just basically making this. This is the cylindrical view of the wire, okay? This is the wire over here. This is a cross section of the wire. And this is the radius A of the wire, understand? And we say I current is flowing in this wire. And this is another wire exactly, okay? This is having the B radius, okay? Through this wire, same current I is flowing. And given is that A is less than this B, okay? Radius of A is less than this B. This is the cross section of the wire, okay? What we are supposed to find that the relation we are supposed to find between that variation of magnetic field versus radius. Understand? Option A is exactly given over here. Let me just draw the options over here. 1 second. Option 1 is basically something like this. We are supposed to draw the variation between magnetic field and its radius. Understand? This is a very nice question, very beautiful question. So this will be something like this. And फिर ये कुछ इधर आता है, ठीक है? And this is something like this. Yes. Okay. So this is A and this is B. Okay. This is for this A and this is for this B exactly. Understand? This is A, B exactly. Okay. So option B in this case is exactly given something like this. So that is, ये हो गया इसका ऐसे, ये हो गया इसका ऐसे. And this is something like this. This is something like this. Okay. This is the variation. This is the variation of this magnetic field, and this is varying with this R. Exactly. Fine. This is option B. And this is exactly the option C that is given. Okay. This is A, this is B. Okay, and this is exactly the option D, that is this one, this, okay, this is B, and this is exactly A. This is what? This is magnetic field B, and this is the radius R. This is a very nice question, okay? It's a very nice question. In the first graph, it is given something like this. This is a curve, okay? This is a curve over here. Can you solve this question? I just want to know in the answer in the live chat, okay? So we have two wires. This is the radius A. We have two wires, another wire. This is the radius B. I current is flowing, I current is flowing. We are supposed to find the magnetic field at its surface exactly. Understand? What is the variation of magnetic field in case of this A and B? These are the graphs exactly given. We are supposed to check. Now, before forget about these graphs, let me basically make you understand this very beautiful concept over here. Okay. If I say, for example, I have a wire something like this. Okay. If I say, for example, I have a wire something like this. Kaise banao? So if I say this is a wire, yeah, this is exactly the wire that I am exactly having over here. Fine. Now, this wire is having, for example, the radius R. This is the radius R of the wire. And if I say, for example, this is infinitely long, okay? Current I is flowing in this wire. I current is basically flowing in this wire. If I ask you the simple question, can you tell me what is the magnetic field at this point because of this wire? Okay. This will be something like this, okay? Because of this wire, how much will be the magnetic field? At how much a distance? You'll say, sir, at this R distance. Fine. And can you tell me what is the magnetic field at this R distance? Okay, this small r. Small r basically changes. For this, you will say when R is, I would say, greater than this R. Okay, that is the first case, outside case. In that case, how we are supposed to find the magnetic field? Can you just tell me? You might have studied this from the Ampere's law. See, we basically take an Ampere's loop over here. Okay, we'll take an Ampere's loop such that the point should lie on the Ampere's loop, and then we find the magnetic field at that point. That came out to be in our previous sessions. We have calculated that. That is coming out to be, magnetic field is coming out to be, we say mu naught into this I by this is 2 pi, and this is simply, that is nothing but R. R is what? R is how far that is exactly. Understand? If I say, for example, you will make a loop over here, understand? Such that how much is basically the magnetic, how much is the magnetic field over here? Say, sir, how much current is basically enclosed in that loop? It depends upon that. Understand? Mu naught times of I. Okay. So this current, how much is the current enclosed? We say over here, I'm writing the total I. Okay. Now the next case is when R is less than this R, means that is the inside point. At this point, how we are supposed to find the magnetic field? Say, sir, by taking same that Ampere's loop over here, okay, such that the point should lie on the loop. And in this case also, can you tell me how much is the current? Say, sir, in this case, current will be mu naught times current enclosed in this loop. In the previous case, how much was the current enclosed? Total current, because in this loop, this entire current, total I current was basically enclosing. So in this current, in this case, you'll say, sir, this much of current is only enclosing. How much? See, this is lesser than this one. So I call that, for example, I current. You'll say, sir, that will be I upon, this is 2 pi and this is R. This is 2 pi R. Understand? This is what? The area of this one. Understand? That is 2 pi R. Now you tell me one thing in this case, 2 pi R over here. Okay, at what distance? This is basically the radius. Understand? At what distance is this? Now you tell me one thing in this case. How can we find this I? Can we say this I is nothing but by unitary method? Through this entire wire, understand, through this entire cross section of radius R, how much current is flowing? You'll say, sir, this one, I current. Okay, through this entire cross section, how much is this area of cross section? You'll say, sir, pi R square. Through pi R square, how much? Through this pi R square, how much current is flowing? That is total current I through this pi R square. If I say through this much of cross section, that is this pi small r square, through this area of cross section pi small r square, you'll say, sir, that will be nothing but multiplied by pi small r square, unitary method. This will eventually cancel over here. I will come out to be, this is I and this is r square and this is this r square. Fine. Just put it in this case. we'll say, sir, B is coming out to be, that is nothing but mu naught, this is I by mu naught. Instead of this I will just put this is mu naught by, this is exactly 2 pi, this is R, and instead of this I'll just put this, that is I R square by this capital R square. Ye cut jayega. So B will come out to be, that is mu naught into this I R upon, this will be 2 pi, this is exactly, this is R square. So this is the radius that is coming, this is the magnetic field that is coming out to be in this case. Fine. This is the magnetic field that is coming out to be in this case. Okay. I hope you're getting it. Now, if this is the magnetic field that is coming out to be in this case, you tell me one thing. In the first case, we say this was the first case when R is greater than this one. Understand? So this is the case outside point. Okay. So I'm saying this is what? That is inside this wire. So inside this wire, B is directly proportional to this R. Outside, B is inversely proportional to this R. Understand? So we say B is inversely proportional to this R exactly. This is for outside. And inside, I can simply say that is B is directly proportional to this R. Understand? This R. So means the graph, if I just try to make the graph of this one second, I'll just add the slide over here. Now see, if I just try to make the graph of this one, can I say that is coming out to be something like this? Okay, that is coming out to be something like this. If I say, for example, if I just try to make the graph of this one, if I just try to make the graph of this one, B versus this R exactly. So this is B and this versus this R. So we say inside magnetic field is increasing. Okay, it is increasing linearly. Understand? B is directly proportional to this R. And then it is a decreasing, outside it is decreasing because B is inversely proportional to R. When you go, see, when you are inside till the surface, it is increasing. At surface, it is maximum. At this surface, this is basically what? This will be maximum. B is nothing but that is mu naught I by 2 pi. This is R, capital R. Because at surface, R is equal to R. So this will be inside. Till when you reach surface, magnetic field is increasing. This is inside. And this we say that is nothing but outside. Okay, this is outside magnetic field. And this is what? Surface. Fine. Now at the surface, if you try to put the value in this case, you'll say, sir, for surface, can I say R is basically this R? R is equal to this R. Okay, on the surface, because see, R is varying. For outside point, R is greater than this R. Inside point, R is less than this R. So on the surface, we say R is equal to this R. So in that case, if you put the value that R instead of this R, what you will put? That is nothing this. So can I say this B will come out to be, that is nothing but, I'll just write it over here. For surface, R is equal to this R. So we say B is equal to, that is mu naught I by, that is 2 pi mu naught I R, this R. Instead of this R, what I am putting, that is this R. So this will be simply this R by this R square, 2 pi R square. We say this will cancel. So B will come out to be mu naught I by 2 pi this R. Okay, on the surface, this B is inversely proportional to this R, capital R. Okay, now if you put the same value in this case also, understand R is equal to R. On the surface, put R is equal to R. So B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi R. Understand this. So we say in that case, for surface, B is inversely proportional to R. Understand? Now in this case, we are supposed to find the electric field on the surface. Okay, so we say that is B. In both the cases, we came out to the conclusion that is B is inversely proportional to this R. Fine. Means if R is less, B will be more. So can I say in this case, A is less than B. So B is what? BA is, that is, this is BB. Understand? So can I say BA is greater than this BB? 100%, because R is what? Less in this case. So electric field, magnetic field will be more on the surface. In this case, it will be less as compared to this one. So this is the first relation. Second thing you know, that is the radius of this A is less than radius of B is greater than this one. A is less than this one. That is the radius of this B exactly. Understand, this is the second relation. Third relation is that is nothing but B varies with this R linearly. So B varies with this R linearly. So it has to be a straight line initially. So which option is correct? So this cannot be the correct option because this is a curved graph. It has to be a straight line. Is this graph? This is what? This is A and this is B. In this case, it is showing that radius of A. Understand, this is the radius of A and this much is the radius of B. Radius of A is greater than radius of B, which is incorrect. So this cannot be the one. This cannot be the one. In this case, this is showing the radius of B is greater than, radius of B is greater and radius of A is, but in this case, it is showing magnetic field is greater. Understand, magnetic field of B is greater. We say magnetic field of A is greater. Okay. So this cannot be the correct one. This is the correct one. Correct. See, magnetic field A, this is the magnetic field of this A maximum than this B. Understand? And radius of A is less. Radius of this is RA is less than this RB exactly. See, both the conditions are satisfying in this case. So option C is the correct option in this one. This was a very nice question actually. Fine. Now let's go for the next question. Come on, man. I want you to basically solve this question. Very simple, very basics. Answer is coming out to be 0 only because work done by magnetic force, we say 0. Okay, everybody. Tell me what is the correct option. Oh, what is the correct option in this case? Bolna bhai. Okay, everybody. This is the magnetic field. If I say this is the magnetic field over here, okay, and this is exactly the charge. Understand, this is the charge. This is the charge. This is a charge, okay? And this charge has basically traveled the distance of, I would say, dl in this one. Understand? And this is the velocity of the charge. Aage ki taraf. The charge is moving in this direction. Has covered the distance of dl. Magnetic field is in case inwards. Can you tell me what is the direction of magnetic force? We are supposed to find the work done by magnetic field. Work done by magnetic force, magnetic field, one and the same thing. Listen to me very carefully. We say F is equal to Q into V cross B. Forget about that. We say work done. That is nothing but in this case, because of the magnetic force, how much that will be? We'll say, sir, that is nothing but Fs cos of theta in this case. Understand, cos 0 degrees, cos 90 degrees. An angle between this F and S. First of all, we are supposed to find the direction of this F. See, by palm rule, place your thumb along the direction of kya naam hai iska? Velocity. This is the velocity. Velocity. Okay, that will be something like this. And place your fingers along the direction of magnetic field inwards. Palm is facing upwards. So we say this is the direction of magnetic force upward. Okay, magnetic force is upward. Velocity is in this direction. Palm is facing upwards. And magnetic field is inward. So we say this is the magnetic force. If this is the force and this is what? That is dl. So work over here is magnetic force. Because of magnetic force we are supposed to find. And this is a dl. We say cos of what? Angle between this and this, that is 90 in this case. So we say work done is basically 0. Obviously force has to be along this direction only, na? In order to basically for work done. Now, this is the question that we have exactly over here. This is a very nice question. I'll make you understand how does it exactly look like. This is the infinitely long wire. Okay, these are the two infinitely long wires. And this is a circular, semicircular coil exactly. I current is flowing, I current is flowing. We are supposed to find at the center of this one, radius R. Radius R, we are supposed to find the magnetic field at this point because of all the three coils, because of all the three. Come on, can you tell me what is the answer of this one? A, B, C, D, which is the correct option? A, B, C, D, come on. Everybody, it's very simple, not that difficult, man. You can just kill it in seconds. Provided you should know the approach exactly, okay? I want you to basically focus on this one as soon as possible. Tell me. Okay. Now see, listen to me very carefully. If you are supposed to find the magnetic field at this point P, so magnetic field will be because of three. If because of this shape, it will be because of three parts. First one will be this infinitely long wire, semi-infinite. Sorry, not infinite. This is semi-infinite. And because of this second one, semi-infinite. And because of this third one, that is semicircular coil. Okay. So this will be the magnetic field over here. You would say B net, sir, in this case will be, that is nothing but this is B1 because of this one, plus this B2 because of this one, plus this B3. So magnetic field at this point will be because of this wire, semi-infinite, because from one of its ends, it is still infinity. Other end is limited. That's why semi-infinite. This is semi-infinite. One end is still infinity, other end is over here. And this is a semicircular, that is B3. Now, you might have seen recently that I have told you in the magnetism lecture that if, for example, this is a wire that is infinitely long, at this point, our distance, if I ask you to tell me the magnetic field, okay, you'll say, sir, at this point, we have derived this relation. The magnetic field is simply coming out to be, that is, this is B is equal to mu naught into I by, we say this is nothing but, that is 4 pi r exactly. That is nothing but this is 4 pi r, and that will be, this is sine of, this is theta 1 plus this is sine of, we say this is theta 2 exactly. We say in this case, if current I is flowing in this wire, okay? Everybody understanding this one? We have studied this relation, okay? Where theta 1 and theta 2 in this case are what? We say, if this is the infinitely long wire, so means this theta will be, it will become infinity. It will become, sorry, it will become 90, understand? Because this is still infinity. So if I say, for example, wire is still here only, so angle will be this one. So when the wire is going till infinity, so this will keep on increasing, angle will be exactly 90. Same goes over here, and it will exactly become 90 degrees. Okay, everybody understanding this one? I hope so. Now, so we say in that case, this will come out to be sine of 90 mu naught I by this 4 pi r. In that case, this is sine 90, 111. Forget about that. This was the case of what? This was the case of when the wire is infinitely long. But the point exactly is, if I say the wire is basically semi-infinitely long. Semi-infinitely long means, if I say, for example, one of its ends is still infinity, other end, you are supposed to tell me the magnetic field at this point. You are supposed to tell me the magnetic field at this point. Okay, this is B. Fine. So in this case, you'll use the same relation, that is B is equal to mu naught, and this is I, if I current is flowing in this one, upon, that will be 4 pi, this is R, if this is at R distance, and this is sine of this theta 1 plus sine of this theta 2. Okay, you'll say, sir, one of its angles, this is going till infinity, so one angle will be exactly 90 degrees, theta 1 will be 90 degrees. So what about theta 2? Can I say theta 2, this will be exactly along this one, so theta 2 will be exactly 0 degrees, 100%. So just put it over here. We say B will come out to be mu naught I by, this is 4 pi r. Okay, mu naught I by 4 pi r. This is sine of, how much this is? Let's say, sir, sine of, that is 90 degrees plus sine of, this is 0 degrees in that case. So that will be, this is mu B is equal to sine 90 is 1, sine 0 is 0. So this will be mu naught I by 4 pi r is coming out to be the magnetic field. So now coming back to the question, can I say this is semi-infinitely long? At this point, how much will be the magnetic field? We calculated mu naught I by 4 pi r. This is semi-infinitely long. At this point, mu naught I by 4 pi r. So I'll say, sir, this B1 is nothing but that is mu naught I by 4 pi r in that case. I hope you're getting this one. Fine. Now, how much would be this B2? Same, because this is also semi-infinitely long at same distance. So B2 will be exactly same. This will be exactly equal to B2. Now, because of the semicircular ring, how much will be exactly this one? Understand? You say, that is, we have studied this one also. If this is completely ring, understand, at this point, how much is the magnetic field? That is mu naught by, we say, how much? That is 2r. Understand? Mu naught I by 2r. So that is the S1. But this is the semicircular ring. So because of this, B3 will be nothing but that is mu naught I by, if I current is flowing in this one, that is, so we say in that case, this will be nothing but that is 2r. Okay, because this is a semicircular ring. So can I say B net in this case will come out to be, this is B1 plus B2. So can I say twice mu naught I by, that is this 4 pi r, and mu naught I by 4 pi r, ye ho gaya ye, and this will be exactly mu naught I by 2r exactly. Fine. Now take this common, that is mu naught I by 4 pi r isme se. So I can write afterwards, this will be exactly in that case, agar isko main common lunga, this is be 2 plus pi exactly. Koi match kar raha hai? Mu naught I by 4 pi r 2 plus pi. Okay, everybody understood this one? Yes. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was all about today. Now, if you people want to learn from the top educators of the country, you're supposed to join this Plus and Iconic subscription. Okay, keep that thing in your mind. Okay, it's gonna be okay. See, people, every time whenever we are done with any of the lectures, we send the notes in the Telegram channel. Okay, so this is the link. You can definitely join it. Understand? Whatever the important stuff we have, we send it in the Telegram channel. You can definitely join it. Okay, you can definitely join it. ASAP. Next is, if you people want to take your rank to the next level, you are supposed to join this Plus subscription. Okay, because top educators of the country teach you inside this Unacademy. Okay, top educators of the country teach you inside this Unacademy. Okay, so what are the benefits that you can exactly get inside this? That is nothing but live classes every single day. So many top educators give you the live classes every single day. Weekly tests you will be having, structured courses you will be having, unlimited access you will be having. Okay, and this unlimited access is basically you can watch anybody's lecture any damn time, and most importantly, you can create your own batch by selecting different top favorite educators of yours. You can create your own batch. And if you take this Iconic subscription, you will be getting all the benefits you get in Plus and some of the extra benefits as well, like personal guidance. That's what we call the personal mentorship. Test analysis. Once you are done with your test, afterwards, we need to analyze your test score so that you'll get the better scores in your upcoming time. Experts guidelines, study material, and study planners as well. Okay. Now, people, you can use my code Yawar in order to get the maximum possible discount. Okay. This is my code Yawar. And these are the plans that you can go for. These are the plans that you can go for if you take this Iconic subscription. Okay, these are the Plus subscriptions. This is the Iconic subscription. Use my code Yawar in order to get the maximum possible discount. This is my code Yawar. You can get the maximum possible discount by using my code only. Okay. Next is, if you find any of my content as inappropriate, you can definitely report. The link is in the description below. Report. And thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't subscribed to this JEE English Unacademy, hit the subscribe button as soon as possible. Take care. Bye-bye. See you guys very soon.